President Ruto and Raila yesterday had a meeting. Remember, the president is still in Mombasa. They had a closed door meeting, and which was attended with allies from the Raila side and allies from Ruto's side. And they had a closed door meeting, which later they went out and did a presser. Oh, but before I continue and before I get into the details of the meeting and everything, first I'd like you to take a second to subscribe to this platform. For those who don't know me, my name is the African Updater. I discuss anything around politics and give my opinion and my analysis on anything on politics that happen across the country. So take time, subscribe to this platform, and then I'll be back kama kawaida. So thank you for subscribing to this platform. And as I said yesterday, remember our president Ruto is still in Mombasa. He went to Mombasa and apparently is supposed to do a development tour in around the coast region. So but something happened that yesterday they had a meeting with Raila Odinga, which Raila was accompanied by some of his allies like Gladys Wanga. Joho was there in the meeting. Raila's brother Oburu Odinga was there in the meeting, and some that maybe nikan mesahau jina zao kidogo. And Ruto also was with his allies like Kimani Chungwa was there, and Cecil Mbaride, the chairman of UDA, was the chairperson of UDA was there, and the governor for Lamu is the deputy chairperson of UDA was there. So before I get into the details, I always say on this platform, first we talk with evidence. We have to bring evidence kwa kalatas, so that at least we back up what we are saying. So watch this video and then I'll come back.
Muungano wa kisiasa kati ya Rais Ruto na alikuwa Waziri Mkuu Raila Odinga unanukia kufuatia mazungumzo ya wawili hao huko Mombasa. Mazungumzo ambayo yameashiria rasmi mipango ya kushirikiana, hatua ambayo huenda ikabadilisha mawimbi ya kisiasa humu nchini. Wawili hao pia walizungumzia safari ya Raila huko Addis Ababa, kama anavyotuarifu Francis Mtalaki.
Baba Maz, karibu sana.
Baada ya kuwasili nchini kutoka Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, Raila Odinga alitoa tathmini ya safari yake ya kampeni ya uchaguzi wa mwenyekiti wa AUC barani Afrika. Odinga alieleza kuwa kushindwa kwake kulisababishwa na maslahi yanayokinzana na kuwa endapo angeutoa ushindi wa kumrithi Musa Faki, Afrika ingenufaika zaidi. Odinga na Rais Ruto sasa wakiashiria mpango wa ushirikiano wa kisiasa.
And I'm going to consult widely what's going on forward, and in due course they're going to announce our way forward.
As an administration that is now broad-based, there is every reason for us to accelerate the momentum for the delivery of the things that will transform our nation.
You've watched that video, and they are saying that there is an alliance, or they are trying to strengthen the alliance between UDA and ODM. This alliance, which was started, which happened immediately after the Gen Z's demonstration on June 25th, where Raila now came and did a form of a handshake, and then later some members of Raila'S party went and now joined the cabinet to serve in the government. Now, after the AU disappointment, now they feel like they need to strengthen this broad-based, they call it broad-based government, and that is the purpose of the meeting. That is why they went down to have that meeting in Mombasa, maybe to discuss now how do we strengthen this, which position do we take, which position do you as a UDA retain, so that they can later come and make some decisions that they feel like it will strengthen the country further. Now, my point is this, and the reason why I'm doing this video is to give you my 2 cents of analysis, or to give you an analysis of what I think. and what I feel about this whole thing. First, let's come to Ruto's side. Why does Ruto fight so hard to have Raila on his side? Number one, Ruto has lost credibility on the ground. And the only person that is more popular and is very popular is Raila Odinga. So having Raila Odinga on its side will like sanitize Ruto and try to at least make Ruto feel like he's relevant. That is why Ruto is trying everything to make sure that Baba sticks to his side. Baba maintains supporting him and everything, because once he loses Raila, then he has lost it completely. So Baba is his only last hope, and that is why he's holding on to Raila, because Ruto wants to win 2027 election. And as I said in another video, like Ruto is trying to get some votes in the northern part of Kenya, but will that one be enough? That will not be enough, because he cannot get as many votes as he expects. He cannot get over 3 million votes from northern part of Kenya. That one will raise a lot of eyebrows. So he's trying to see that even if I get 1.5 million votes or 2 million votes from northeastern, and then I combine with the Rift Valley votes, and then I get from other regions, then I'll be okay. I'll be somewhere around 6 million, 7 million votes, moving up and about. So the maths, it's not adding for him, and the only way the maths will make sense for him is if he gets support of Raila, the Raila support base. Another thing, why does Ruto feel like ODM is the only place that he can get all the support? Remember, Ruto is the founder member of ODM. Ruto formed this ODM party. It was Ruto, Raila, and for those people who don't know, even Uhuru was the founder member of ODM, Uhuru Kenyatta. So Ruto himself was even the Secretary General of ODM. Remember very well, in 2007, Ruto was the Secretary General of ODM. So Ruto knows ODM. Ruto wants ODM. He feels, when he's in ODM, he feels like he's home. So Ruto feels like he wants to come back to home. He wants to come home. And an attacker is like a prodigal son, someone who went out there and now he wants to come back home. Now he feels like he can come here, he can come to ODM and be given a space, because because he has no any other party that he can run on. Remember, UDA died. UDA, if hata akienda kwa ballot, UDA will not be supported. Even if Ruto rekindles UDA is a dead party. You get? So Ruto is coming with a proposal for Raila that if I come to ODM, me and you can make ODM party strong. We can win a lot of seats in 2027. You get? ODM can get seats even in Rift Valley and all the other regions that Ruto feels like he has support. And then Raila support base will still get votes. And then Ruto feels like Raila is too old to run for presidency. He doesn't have that energy. So he will tell Raila, as long as ODM gets you, as long as you remain the party chairman, the leader of UDA, or the leader of ODM, and then me, I run on an ODM ticket for the presidency, we are okay. You have the say as the Nini, me I have the Nini as the president. So I think these are some of the proposals that Ruto is trying to look at. Because ODM is a strong party. Right now, if you compare ODM and UDA is technically dead. So those are the things that Ruto is looking at. Ruto is looking at running on ODM in 2027. This might be a prophecy that that may come to pass, that many people are trying to overlook. So I feel that is what Ruto is trying to sell to Raila, that we can make this part ODM strong, but I'm coming with these terms, and you are coming with these terms, because the only thing Raila wants to make sure that ODM is strong, so that he can keep eating from ODM and the way he does as usual. And now let's come to Raila. Why does Raila want to continue winning from? It's trying to look at this alliance. Raila is a very cunning man. Raila has realized that, hey, this man is helpless. If we can go there and eat as much as we can, now that this thing is dying, this is like a carcass that is already dead. Let's go there and take whatever we want before it dries up. So that is why Raila is really having this thing with Nini. But now, it's Raila, since he's someone who you can't predict. Because remember, these moves that Raila is making, Raila made the same moves in 1997, before 2002 when he joined KANU. He's making the same move. So you might just be surprised that Raila is getting into UDA and Kenya Kwanza government to make sure he destabilizes this completely. He removes those people who feels like they are influential and have a say, so that he can leave Ruto helpless. Once he leaves Ruto helpless, then it will be so easy to impeach Ruto. And one of the things that Raila is going to one of the people that Raila is going to remove, number one, is going to be Kimani Ichung'wah. Kimani Ichung'wah, whether he attends those meetings or not, is going to be a victim. And number two, the person who is going to suffer the most is Wetangula. Wetangula is going to be removed. You get? Another person that that Raila is going to target from the UDA circle, I don't know it's who, but that man from Molo, the one who is the chairman of the budget, blah blah blah. There are some key people that Raila is going to target that will make sure that once I remove these people, then the president will be exposed. Once the president will be exposed, then I'll be able to now make my grand move. And my grand move will now be to impeach Ruto. Remember, Raila himself, I know he has supporters, people who still post him and call him Baba and everything. But Raila has lost ground. Raila has lost trust in the eyes of the people, especially the Gen Zs. They no longer see Raila as someone who can help them anywhere. So Raila has lost a lot of ground. And for him to come back, he need to redeem himself. And he need to redeem himself in a big way. And the only big thing that Raila can do is to make sure that Ruto is impeached. That is the only move that Raila can make that can shock Kenyans, that will make Kenyans happy. But staying with Ruto until 2027, trust you me, that one will not shock Kenya. In fact, people will see him as a traitor. And another thing, Raila is going to inherit all the misfortunes of this government. Remember, that's what happened in 2022, in the run-up to 2022. They kept on saying that Raila was in the government, that Ruto's failure is Raila's failure. Ruto's failure. And that one costed Raila some votes. That is how people campaign. People say, "Hapana, wewe uko kwa serikali, this handshake you uko kwa serikali nini na nini." That is the same thing that Raila is doing, the same mistake by associating with Ruto and everything, because he is carrying now the blames of Ruto. If the moment these ministers are not performing, the moment this government is not performing, trust you me, people are saying that you are part of this problem. ODM is part of this problem. You have been in government. You have been in the good side of the government. Unaona? So unless Raila has a grand scheme of making sure that he gets Ruto where he wants him, and then he makes that move, then that is okay. But without that, Raila, whatever he's doing, people will never forgive him. And that is the truth. But if he makes sure that he has gone ahead and impeached the president, because for you to impeach the president, not something that you just wake up and you need to plan it very well. You need to make sure that you have numbers in parliament. You need to make sure that parliament is under your control. You need to make sure that senate is under your control. You need to make sure that you have enough MPs that will push the motion. You need to make sure that you have the same number of senators that will push the motion. You need to make sure that you have concrete evidence to make sure that you impeach. And I might just be saying this, that these ministers of Raila, Raila'S people who are now ministers in the government you need to be very careful with them. Maybe they are getting evidence. Because now they sit in the cabinet, they can go through the records and everything. Maybe they are getting evidence that ultimately they will be used to impeach the president. So Raila is a very cunning man. Personally, I lost trust in him. I don't longer see him as someone who I feel like, but I know he can make those moves that Kenyans will love. Because Raila anapendaga those moves, those big things that, hey, I did this. Raila anapenda sifa. And for a man who loves praise, it's very easy to make those moves that will make him be a darling. It will make him abaki, like in the history of Kenya. Unaelewa, that he will stick in the history of Kenya, like what he did to Moi. People knows that the Raila who brought Moi down, he's the one who brought the constitution, he's the one who did blah blah blah, freedom of expression. So Raila always wants those big moments, because those are the things that will remain in history. So let's hope that whatever I say will come to pass, and Thank you. Okay, first, thank you so much for everyone who has subscribed. Thank you so much for those who are keep returning and watching my interviews and my content and everything, and also sharing your opinion in the comment section. As I always say, let us remain respectful. As I analyze, as I criticize someone, always remain respectful. Don't use abusive language. Don't use anything that is derogatory to anyone. You see? And till next time, make sure you subscribe. Bye.